Alright, we'll pull in the front of the car over. Just a little here with these setup. Going for a slightly better. Woo! I can see it. And we're back.
Look at that.
It's door hanging day here at Kirk's Collision Center. And today, I'm working with Charlie to get the doors and hood aligned. And as you will see, we're going to have to use the frame machine on the chassis to get those perfect panel gaps.
So pretty good. Yeah, once the store gets loaded with stuff, it will drop a little bit. It's a little high.
If you remember, Orange Crush needed 2 new doors, 2 new fenders, and a new hood. And all those new body panels mean we should expect some adjustment. Plus, Crush had taken a hit to the passenger side fender at some point during its life on the track. So this is the issue with the hood alignment. This is what's on this machine. I'm going to pull it over 1/4 of an inch. Make this hood fit slightly better. Which is why it's on the alignment machine, as in frame alignment. Alright, we'll pull in the front of the car over. Just a little here with these setup. Going for a slightly better. Woo! I can see it moving. Oh, absolutely. That was scary. That was a lot of force on that thing. Whew.
It moved pretty easily.
It did, didn't it? Like butter.
Soft still.
That good German steel.
We only moved eighth of an inch.
Well, I mean, that's not bad. Let's see if the hood made any difference.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, man. We're over here twisting up my German steel.
The Germans!
Yep.
It closed that gap, didn't it?
Yeah. So it's already moved, a solid 1/8 to 3/16.
Dude, I could see the whole thing twisting. I mean, I could see it. That was...
Well, when they get hit, the whole
Oh,
thing
yeah,
does this.
And I remember this fender, when I got the car...
Did it have a weird gap?
No, it had a different fender. So this fender over here...
That was the original fender.
I think it had the yellow primer was orange, and I remember this one was like maybe green or something. It was different. So maybe it was...
So it got hit into the fender at one point.
Maybe it was hit here, and that was sufficient enough to push everything over. I guess it could be.
Oh yeah, soft as it is.
Yeah. That was frightening. I saw my life flash before my eyes.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh my goodness. All right, surely that's, I'm getting scared.
It's a lot of creaking.
Letting the expert here twist it around. Because even this metal goes back. It has some memory. It goes back.
Yeah. Steel's going to have memory. It's going to have spring back. The mild steel is going to have a lot less spring back than a high strength steel on the new car.
Yeah, like on the new car, right on. All right, looks like here we go again with a pull. Here's how to set your door gaps at home, people. Sure did. What did you put tension on it already?
Yeah.
Is this gauge down here showing the tension? No. Holy moly.
Yeah. How flimsy that front end is.
Look at this guy right here. There's Moose. Hey, Moose. Hey, bud. Hey, Moose. I see you. Yeah, that's a warning from Moose. That's too much, he says.
Getting close. Man, I'm pretty sure we're there.
Are we?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
It's within a 16th, but you got handmade
Surely
metal
enough,
everywhere.
Surely enough to adjust that out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can go from there and adjust the hood out. Yeah, I think we're there. Now it's tight over here.
Yeah.
We actually have a gap over here, so now once we move that back, it's going to split the difference.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay, round two.
That's it. That's all it took.
That was pretty easy, wasn't it?
It was really easy.
Was that the easiest pull that you've done in a while?
That most definitely was the easiest pull.
Hey, I've always heard that German metal is easy to work with, but I never really thought about it in terms of the structural rigidity of the whole chassis.
It was pretty consistent all the way through on the hood, on the side gap. Yeah, so that's right on the money.
Sweet. That's cool. So, will it slightly spring back over time?
Yes and no. It's kind of like, I mean, if you had a crook in your back and you lived with it for so long, and now you got your went to the chiropractor and got snapped back straight, your muscles, still have that memory of where your bones used to be. If that makes
I've
any
never been
sense.
to the chiropractor, but I know what you mean. So it wants to try
the
to
metal's
flex back.
the metal's kind of got a memory now of
Yeah.
where it was bent over to.
Yeah.
So now we're trying to overcompensate and get it to where it has a new memory of where it needs to be.
Gotcha. That's pretty amazing. You could do that with just pull it over and line everything up like this. I've never lined one up like that. Of course, we never had an issue quite that bad where it's been hit.
Yeah.
And since this fender has been, this fender was a different color than the rest, and it makes sense it got hit on this side. Now, before we remove the pinch weld clamps, we were going to try to pull down the seam where someone had previously used a jack and crushed in the pinch welds. Thanks a lot, Mr. Ham-fisted car jacker-upper guy.
I'm going to leave that front one tight and then jack it up to help pull this pinch weld back down where it's supposed to be.
Oh, I see that, where somebody stuck it. Yeah, that's a great idea. Are these things bolted down? I guess they are.
Yes. There's a
Okay.
big long bolt that goes up to the top.
Okay.
Watch this. Back it up.
You told me to hire me that I can make more money than
Help it all. We pulled it down some. Yeah, I did. I'm trying to twist it. Pull it down.